Okay, in this video, we are going to learn how to find missing angles in triangles. The triangle on the screen right now has two angles labeled for us. There's one that's very obvious. It's just shouting out to us. It's the 38 up here. Let's highlight that. Here we go. So we know one of our angles is 38 degrees. 38 degrees would indicate that it is an acute angle. We know it's an acute angle just by looking at it, but also because acute angles are angles that measure less than 90 degrees. Since 38 is less than 90, that angle must be an acute angle. We also know something about this angle down here in the corner. That little square symbol tells us that the angle is equal to 90 degrees, or it's a right angle. It's the same type of angles that you would see in squares or in rectangles, because those have all right angles. So what we know right now is we've got 38 degrees, we've got a 90 degree angle, and we're missing this guy down here. The question is, how do we find the angle that's missing? Well, when you add every single angle in a triangle, let's say we have 38 plus 90 plus our mystery number. Every single time you add all the angles, they don't have to be these same numbers, but if you add all the angles in a triangle, the sum of those angles will always be 180 degrees. I should add my degrees marks up here so I know what I'm talking about. So 38 plus 90 plus a mystery number has to give us 180 degrees because those are all the angles in this triangle. Our step now is to figure out what is it exactly that we already have. What do we already know? Well, we know 90 and we know 38. Okay, don't freak out. I'm going to change the screen here for you. Okay, you could, on your paper, go ahead and write 38 plus 90. I'm going to use the calculator right here to speed up that process. 38 plus 90. And it gives us 128. Keep that in your brain. We'll come back to it in a minute. Okay. So, we had 38 plus 90. And that gave us 128 degrees. That's great, but that's not everything. That's this angle and that's this angle. We're still missing one down here. So what we need to do is find the difference between 128 and 180. Difference in mathematics tells us we need to subtract. So we're going to take 180, take away 128, and figure out how many angles or how many degrees are left for that final angle. So 180 take away 128. I'll give you a second to work that out, and I'm going to go back and do it on the calculator too. $180 take away 128. Now before I show you the answer over here, I want to show you that that's not the only way you can solve this problem. If we wanted to, we could also start with 180 and take away both of the angles that we know. We know 90, so we can subtract 90. And if you can see at the top of the calculator, it's going to show us our number sentence as we go. Okay. Then we can also take away the other angle we know, which is 38. Our answer is 52. Let's see if we get 52 the other way. 180 take away 128. Still 52. So, what that tells us is that 38 degrees plus 90 degrees plus 52 degrees gives us 180 degrees. And this missing angle has to be 52 degrees, which, as a note, is also an acute angle because it is less than 90. This triangle is a right triangle, which means it has one right angle and two acute angles. Okay, so that's it for this little example of how to find a missing angle in a triangle. We're going to be doing a lot more practice in class with this topic, so if you're confused, rewatch the video, check out the notes online, and check out the notes from class, and ask me questions when we see each other again at school. Alright, so, and before you leave, here is a cat, because cats are awesome. See you later.